To make the blueberry glacage, which is like a glaze for our blueberry basil mousse, it's actually relatively simple. We're going to add our cream, blueberry puree, and corn syrup to the pot, and we just want to bring that to a boil. And in the meantime, you want to make sure that you've got your gelatin bloomed in some nice cold water. So we're just going to bring all of that to a boil. Turn up my heat. Have my gelatin and my white chocolate ready. To minimize on dishes, because I'm not doing a huge amount, I'm just going to put the white chocolate straight into a measuring cup here. Give this a quick stir. So our mixture has come to a good boil. So I'm going to take it off the heat. I'm going to add my gelatin. Remember, it should feel like nice wet saran wrap. It feels crusty. It's not quite bloomed all the way. Squeeze out all the water that you can. And then we're just going to add that straight to the mix. Stir that around until the gelatin dissolves all the way. Once your gelatin's dissolved, we're going to add just a splash to the white chocolate, just enough to cover it, just to get that melting. We're going to give it a minute or two to sit. And once our white chocolate and our mixture have sat for a minute, we're just going to start with little tiny circles like we're making ganache. We just want to emulsify those two things together so they're nice and smooth before we add the rest of the mixture. And once you're confident all the chocolate is melted, give a really good check. Then you can add the rest. Give that a really good stir. So that's our glaze ready to go. You want to be mindful to not whisk in a ton of bubbles because you don't want a lot of bubbles in your glaze. Give it a couple of taps to see if you get any big bubbles to the top. And now we just need to leave this cool until it's at 30 degrees Celsius. You don't really want to put this in the fridge because it'll start to gel around the outside and the inside will still be liquid. So leave it in a cool place. If you're really feeling pressed for time, you can put it in the fridge, but make sure you're stirring it every, 2-3 minutes. Don't leave it in there very long. And once it's nice and cool and at 30 degrees, we'll be back to glaze our mousse.